How's everybody doing today? My name is Sean. Welcome to the Dragon Slayer. What we're going to be working on today is our half switch kicks. So we are into our high green belt curriculum, the 5th cup. With half switch, we kind of have to understand the difference between switch and half switch. So if I'm looking at just standard switch Habakkuk, my feet are going to trade places. So my left foot is forward, my right foot is back. When we say switch, now my right foot is forward, my left foot is back. So that's just going to be a standard full switch. Now when we do half switch, my feet trade places, but then they go back to where we started. The big thing with a full switch, if you watch my shoulders turn, right? So with a half switch, my shoulders are gonna stay stationary. Again, when we're doing switches and steps and all this, I might be exaggerating a little bit just so you can see the movement. We don't really want our head bobbing up and down. That's not necessarily a good thing. So we're gonna try and keep it low. So if while I'm demonstrating this and exaggerating, you'll probably see my head bob up and down. We don't wanna do that when we're doing this full speed, okay? So again, going back to half switch, my feet are gonna trade places, but my front foot, which is my right foot, is going to go behind my back foot when my back foot comes forward. So they trade like this, and now my legs are crossed. And then when we come back, they go back to where we started. And like I said before, my shoulders aren't going to move. So if we go a little bit faster now, my back foot comes forward, my front foot goes back, and my feet cross and then uncross, okay? One more time here, cross, uncross. So that's gonna be our half switch, right? Now the difference between this and like a switching kick, it's gonna be situational. Most of everything that we do is situational, right? I mean, we could be closed stance, we could be open stance. Maybe a switching roundhouse isn't going to apply properly depending on the stance that we're in when we're with our opponent there. So we would want to use that half switch. Half switch is going to be very close. All right, so if I'm definitely going to be within arm's length of my opponent when we're sparring. So it's a very, very close technique. So let's go over a couple kicks. We're going to do, I'll just start with front kick and then we'll do roundhouse. So when we're doing, again, I'm going to go real slow. The half switch, so our feet are going to cross. It's going to be what was my front leg. That's going to be my kicking leg, okay? So with switching kicks, it's going to be the back leg, right? But now with half switch, we're going to be using that front leg. So when that foot comes back, now I guess technically it's my back leg, but it's going to be my front leg again. And then when I do my kick, I'm going to end up, again, right leg forward how I started, this way, okay? So a little bit more full speed with less talking. Again, there. Okay. We have to make sure our front foot is going behind, because if we cross the other way, we're not going to be able to do the kick properly. Again, a little bit faster. My right leg is kicking with the front kick. Okay, one more time. All right, so that's gonna be front kick. Now roundhouse is basically the same thing. Instead of front kick, I'm gonna be doing roundhouse. So nothing is gonna change except for the kick. My back foot comes back and I'm using that same leg for the roundhouse. If you're familiar with front leg kicks in Muay Thai, this is it's similar, somewhat similar to what a front leg kick in Muay Thai would be, because I do a little bit of a switch in there to do the front leg, because with their kicks, they do a step, but that's not necessarily the same thing, but close. So I've got the bag out now to give you a little bit of an idea what it's going to look like on the bag. Again, I'm going to be super close within arm's length, because you got to remember how long your leg is. If if I'm kicking from here, I need to be basically this close. And this is pretty much the distance that we need to be to make contact with a front leg kick, because that half switch is going to be very similar. So again, here, going from here, that front leg's coming back, the back foot's coming up. We do that legs cross, and they uncross and kick at the same time. Again, show it on this angle over here. There we go. That is going to be our half switch front kick and roundhouse for our 5th cup curriculum, the high green belt. That's all for now. Class dismissed. Have a great rest of your day.